sky also say thank you. Okay, welcome back. First question. My friend has a house at countryside, intends to set up a place for meditation retreat. Question. Is it a must to make an altar and put a Buddha statue at the hall? Number 2, need to do any prayer blessing ceremony to bless the place? Number 3, what other things to observe? Okay, answer. Totally optional. Why? If you want to put an altar, can. Because it brings a symbol of something that you want to venerate. Now, it doesn't say here whether it's tied to any religion or it's just a plain place for people to find peace. So it depends how you want to set it up, whether who is your audience and all that. If you put an altar and a Buddha statue in a hall, it very much symbolizes the peace of the Buddha statue. So when someone go in there, you don't have to explain very much. Just look at that statue and you can reflect on the peace. Yeah, then later on you can start recollecting of all the Buddha's qualities and all that. That's one purpose of it. Need to do any prayer or blessing ceremony to bless the place? It's up to you. You can. You can call all your friends and come and do a good blessing ceremony. You can invite the monks and nuns to also do chanting. So sometimes when you have good energy, it kind of attract good good people. So the energy will stays in that place, also help in whoever who come to do retreat there. What other things to observe is try to minimize any disruption. If it's not, basically noise, traffic, or something that will hinder or cause difficulty if you're trying to do a meditation retreat. That's all. Let's keep it simple and just go with the flow and keep improving over time, because you don't know until you start. And the question, dear Aya, can we radiate metta to our deceased parents? Sure, you can. You can radiate metta, radiate good wishes. Sometimes metta is very hard to define, loving kindness. You just radiate good wishes. May you be well and happy wherever you are. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for all the things that you've given me when you're alive. I'm very blessed to have you as my parent. May you have a good life at this moment. It's simple. Yeah, no need to get too complicated. Just repeat in your own words and in whatever language they. Yeah. Dear Venerable, as per the sutta on making a wish, the prerequisite is virtuousness, yes? If one has not been prior to being a Buddhist, what or how can one remedy the situation so that it will not affect samadhi? You really don't need to be a Buddhist to be virtuous. Virtuous is a quality that can, be applied to any religion whatsoever. Doing good, keeping precept. The precept is a guideline, a training precept. Anyone can keep precept. You don't have to brand chop yourself a Buddhist before you can keep a precept. That's it, that's being virtuous. You know the person is virtuous by their own behavior. Best if you can live with a person long enough. That's why sometimes it's very hard to know a teacher until you have been with a teacher close enough, or a religious person. You've been with a person many times, long enough exposed to see the person inside out and how the person lived their life. Because just for me to sit up here, you only see me for the first time. You don't really know me, who I am. So that's why Ajahn Brahm said, check him out. Go live in Bodhiana Monastery. See how he actually behave in front of other people. It's just like anyone. You meet somebody in your life and you don't really know for the first few days. Then when you go on holiday together, you know how the person behaves. But likewise, So when a person is virtuous, it will show in many ways when you know the person. I have many, many friends who are non-Buddhist, but they're very good in their ethics. They're very good in their conduct. That's already virtuous. Venerable, happy evening. Kindly share your secret of how to maintain radiant, serene, and melody voice, just like you. What all the drinks that you give me are Sarai, goji berry. I'm not advertising, dates, lohan po. Yeah, and the hot light. That's why it's radiant. Don't know? No secret. Just as the way it is. Yeah. Hello, Venerable. I would like to ask, Ken, as I continue my spiritual practice, especially in meditation, I realized my stressed out job had become easier despite the same issue, higher level issue come. Good. I asked few of my closest friends and they say that I need to change my job. But I am not sure I am not sure is it I had let go of my job expectation and is stress due to my spiritual practice, or because the job had become bored thing. Thank you, Venerable, again. Sorry, the question is, but I'm not sure if. Wait, just give me one moment. I need to read again.
That one is my question. Maybe I explain.
Okay, please.
Because
what's the question?
When they say the job become boring,
yeah,
you need to find a more challenging job.
Yeah.
Stuck in that position for too long.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure is it because of my spiritual practice that improved the job condition, or is it because the job has stagnant?
Oh.
So because now I do not know whether should I stay in that job or should I
Okay. So what do you want? You want to climb the corporate ladder and become the big CEO? Sure, change job. However, if you have maintained the equilibrium of your spiritual practice and good income, enough income, then maybe it's okay. You will have time to develop spiritually. How much is enough? Of course, you want to chase to the max, go ahead. But you also compromise on all the other things, health, spiritual practice, time. So this is a balance in life. Why did I give up my corporate job? I had everything in the world, but I didn't have much time to practice. The stress was becoming too much. And I could take on more and more, no problem. I might have a breakdown, but I will deal with it. But, that kind of like gung-ho. I made that choice to step into a spiritual practice while I still have my health, age, and opportunity. But that's my personal choice. So you ask yourself, what do you want? You don't have to be affected by what people tell you and all that, because the world is like that. Come on, change job, I want you to be a manager in the other place, and then you can be a director. Yeah, that's how the world is going. You might get challenged and say, oh, you're just, stagnant. You're not getting anywhere. You might get, even cold storage. Sometimes they threaten you. You're not improving your skills. Depends. Ask yourself, what does your heart tell you? Then listen to it. Next question. Recently, I have this thought, I shouldn't give birth to my children to this world to suffer from birth, sickness, old age, and death. Maybe my thought is invalid. Okay, do birth control. If you don't want kids, practice birth control.
Very under the ground like
So, if you have children, be a good mother. The children will grow up. They will also be good parents with your example. And that's what you can give. Your gift to your next generation is how you can live this life well. They're not, they may not tell you, but they will feel what a good mother is like or father is like. So if you already have children, this is what you can, it's a best gift and inheritance. Not so much your money or property and all that, but the qualities, the kindness, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, wholesome thoughts, encouragement, and accepting them of who they are. So if you can do all that, practice. You're not born a mother. You don't have the talent of being a parent the day that your child is born. We all make mistakes. I'm not a mother, but we will make, but you learn so much from all the things they have gone through. And when you continue to learn and you impart, you say sorry when you didn't do the right thing and try to move to a positive way of doing things, the child is allowed to also make mistakes in their life. And that will take them a long way. So I hope this can help your children or yourself. And when the time there is sickness, there's aging, there's no cure for old age, it will just keep growing old. And one day when the life force finish, death happens, we accept it. With grace, and we say, yeah, this is how it is. The main cause of death is birth. In the report, coroner report. You may get sick and die, but yeah, the real reason is because you were born. So if you remember that, and that if you believe in rebirth, the life force can move on to the next stage, and where we share merit. If anyone can receive that, they get reborn in the next day. That's the best thing you can offer. Yeah. Okay. So whether your thought is invalid or not, doesn't matter. Just park it aside. If you already have kids, practice this way. Next question. What is the purpose of noble silence? Is it only in this hall or throughout the day? Silence is also not just the words, but in thoughts. You experiment with yourself. If you're thinking a lot, whole day, whole night, it's very hard to sit in meditation. So in retreat like that, we encourage noble silence. It's a way of quieting the mind down systematically. I'll give you an example. If you go for a run, I don't run, but let's say you go for a run in the park, what do? You actually warm up first. You don't just put on your shoes and run, you get cramp. Or tomorrow you get all pain. After you warm up, you run. And after you run, you stop it, the run, what do? You cool down. So these are techniques to prepare before and after a particular activity. So likewise, for a retreat or for a weekend session like that, where we encourage noble silence throughout the time here, is to help you get into a good state of receiving the Dhamma, doing meditation, and to uncover some of the things that has been buried inside. When you are silent yourself, things can come up by itself. When you're busy thinking, talking, thinking, it's just sitting there and not be able to resolve. So when we run a workshop yesterday, we say, coping with difficult situations. Sometimes you can't think because but if you quiet down, there are areas that, this thing has been nagging me for a long time. How can I resolve this? Okay, it's just a preparation. Is it throughout this hall or throughout the day? Preferably throughout the day. When you're, even you go home, you try to minimize the talking. Dear Venerable Jotika, how to avoid sleeping during meditation? Keep your eyes open. And there's one technique. If you're really sleepy, but you slept enough, this is when you actually have enough sleep, but you're still sleepy. Then it's no longer sleep deprivation. But if you haven't slept and you're feeling sleepy, then go to sleep. Yes, it's one of the hindrances, the sloth and torpor. You sit down, you don't meditate, you don't feel sleepy. The moment you meditate, there are people like, it's just the body automatic response. Because you close your eyes, it's like, signal of sleep. So I feel, this is just some advice. You could go to a place where it's bright and just have your eyes open, maybe towards facing the wall or something. You're just looking at the wall, but you're not looking at anything else. Because although your eyes closed, but there's just, one sheet of paper or wall in front of you. It's just a technique to train your mind not to sleep. So be careful. If you're sleep deprived, you're very tired, go and take a nap, power nap or whatever, and come back. Don't force yourself through a meditation. However, you find this as a habit, every time you sit down, you just fall asleep, then change. It's just like, if you keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, it's not going to happen. If you change the ingredient, there's a likelihood of a new result happening. So try that. Venerable Mahamoggallana, in the sutta, it was said he was also falling asleep a lot in the meditation, and the Buddha has advised, look at the full moon. So it's again looking at light, looking at something bright to awaken the senses in a way, so that with that focus, you can actually get back into the meditation without falling asleep or the dullness of the mind. If you find that keep happening, maybe check back. Why are you dull? Is it because maybe your lack of food or lack of nutriment? So check your health again. It doesn't tie to just one factor. So it could be multiple. Or whether it is too hot, too cold, all the environmental factor. Ajahn Brahm used to say when he was in the forest, it's too hot and it's humid. Of course, you'll fall asleep. The moment he go in an aircon room, it's okay. So then it's an environmental factor. Yeah? So I don't know the answer, what you are, but you can experiment with all these. Venerable, Buddhists are taught to be generous as the act of generosity gains merit. And some even believe that doing dana to senior monks, nuns, example, ajahns, gain higher merit. Is it wrong view? Doing dana to sangha, regardless of rank, because offering is for all, correct? Yes. If you do dana expecting something in return, it's actually business. Oh, I go to the highest ajahn and give, and then I get the highest merit. It becomes transactional in that sense. Every monk and nun will receive alms food we eat. Your act of generosity, giving to the person, is already from one. It's just the intention to give is there. Who received it? If there is a monk and nun to receive, good. There is an exchange. If you start selecting, then you get very busy in your head. So the act of giving is polluted and by all this selection, how, where. It's fine. When you give, just give. Finish. Come back. When you give, reflect on how good opportunity I have today. When you give sincerely. Before giving, during giving, after giving, reflect on all the happiness that comes with the act and opportunity to give. There are many people, places, you don't even get a chance to give. Lay people complain to me, some temples, they bar people from even giving dana because they all have selected already dana people. So they go from temple to temple. And I feel sad about it because as a Sangha, we accept food from anyone and every house. We go house to house in the park when I'm in Perth. Whenever we go into the city to teach, we do house to house, irregardless. So when that is the practice of the Sangha. So when you have an opportunity to give, by all means, within your time, affordability, and whatever opportunity, just rejoice already. It's good enough. Okay. Yes, I think I've heard people talk about this before. When you have a junior Sangha, nobody comes to do dana. I think it's just natural. It's how things are. Nobody knows you. But when some big Ajahn comes, everybody is fighting to give the main dish. That's okay. Yeah. We might have enough Sangha to go around for everybody to give. Is it wrong view? Can be. Yeah. I guess if you become selective, like I said, your mind will be so busy thinking, who should I give? Come give ready, take back some more. Hey, not for you, for him. Next question. Okay, not bad. Hi, Venerable. I would like to ask, how do you know you have reached piti in your meditation? Any sign that the meditation practice has improved? Thank you so much for answering my question. First part is, how do you know whether you have reached piti? Piti is basically a very high, joyful state of mind. It's not pure bodily happiness. It's happiness in a mind that is equivalent, I don't know, it's close enough to say where you get goosebumps, or sometimes you burst into tears. And some people go to wedding and they burst into tears. You see some graduation ceremony or something, or some people give birth and then somebody see, that kind of happiness. Or when you see someone just ordained from white to brown, that sudden change, that similar to that kind of feeling. It's not exactly piti, but I'm just trying to describe to you, when you're not in meditation, what that kind of happiness feels like. I observe this a lot when I see in ordination ceremony, especially when the candidate, somebody we know for a long time. You know them through lay life and all that, they become anagarika and all that. Then the moment they walk in brown, wow, your goosebumps just come. Another Sangha born in the world. That kind of feeling. I'm just emulating what similarly Piti Sukha felt like in the meditation, except your eyes are closed, your senses are already shut down, you're not looking at anything, you're not thinking anything, but the pure sheer happiness that comes from perfect stillness of the mind. That's piti. But when you're at meditation, don't have a checklist. Okay, piti sukha, pick, next. It's not like that. You already destroy your calmness. Let it come naturally. Yeah? We are very target or goal oriented, like result oriented. Tick, 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 the checklist, done. No, it's not like that. That's why spiritual practice is the other way. We have to let go and let it be. If it comes, it comes. It doesn't come, it doesn't come. When I describe to you the ordination process, how many of you feel that tingling in your heart? Not everybody. The ones who don't feel it wonder, how does it feel? How does it feel? And it's the same. When somebody says, I have a piti sukha, and somebody, how does it feel? How does it feel? It's okay. Whether you feel it or not, it doesn't matter. It's just something that can happen within yourself as the meditation progress. Next question is, any sign that your meditation has improved? Yes. Not during meditation, not how long you sit, not where you sit, but your daily practice, how you live your life. People around you have observed the differences, how patient you can be, how less talkative you might be, how less negative you are, how fast you forgive. So all these is the result of the meditation. Similarly, how do you know your exercise? Let's say you go to gym, every day you got personal trainer. How do you know whether you have progress? You have muscle, you lost weight, you're more fit. It's not the exercise, but the outcome of it is you are fitter, you are stronger, whatever it is, So meditation is the same. Meditation is an exercise for the mind. How do you know whether you have improved? You are less angry, you're more tolerant, you're more easy to be with. There are people who go for meditation retreat and come back more angry and more fault-finding. Then it's bad name, like, oh, I don't want to meditate because it'll become like you. Very difficult. And there are people who come out from meditation retreat, become so sensitive. Oh, I cannot be here. It's negative energy. Oh, you're too noisy. I'm too sensitive. I have meditated so much, I become sensitive. That's wrong. That's wrong. Because you become more difficult to live with. You're supposed to be more easygoing, more chin-chai, and yet, accepting. And so that is a sign that meditation is helping you with your life, reducing your mental suffering. When you have less mental suffering, you're happier. So this is the highest happiness is where you're totally able to transcend above and all the other sufferings. So that's the end goal. So be careful when you meditate. If you become more angry, more agitated, more fault-finding, check again. Are we doing it right? Just like you go to the gym, suddenly you become fatter and less. Call your personal trainer. Either you swap personal trainer or sack the person to change gym. Same thing. Maybe the technique may not suit you. Maybe the teacher may not suit you. The Buddha has many, many teachings on meditation. So everybody has a different makeup. Just like whatever you eat is all different because what suits your body. Also, what suits your mind, follow that, and then check how far you can progress with whatever. Don't be afraid to change if it's not helpful. Okay. That's true. Dear Venerable, thank you so much for your compassionate and kind teaching to all of us. Truly appreciate and very grateful to you and BGF. Heart, heart, heart. Love, love, love. Okay, question. How do we increase mindfulness in our daily life amidst all the endless business duties and responsibilities we have? Thank you. Slow down, find time in the day, do meditation, do quiet time. We don't always need to meditate, but if we just sit quietly, it becomes very similar to meditation. And that applies to all religion, all faith. Even the Christians have it. They call it a quiet time, devotion to God, that kind of. Just at one topic that you're at it. Because we don't always have the luxury of time and space to be able to meditate. But if you have a routine every day, set aside, just like when you exercise. If you don't exercise, you don't do once or twice and then you just abandon, you're not going to get fit. But likewise, if you're able to put some time to develop the mind, the mindfulness itself will increase on its own. So again, same cause, same result. If you like to be more mindful, change the way you do things, then you get that result. If you don't make any changes to your life, you can't just wish for the mindfulness to happen. It's not so easy that way. You can listen to all the Dhamma talks in the world, go for all the retreats, but you don't put it into practice. It's just like going for another seminar on health and then go to gym visit for orientation, but do not exercise. Nothing's going to happen. So that is your personal choice. Okay? Where you have endless business, duties, responsibilities, surely you can find some time to chill. Even what it means sitting in your car in a car park before you get out to work is also meaning, whatever skillful means that you can find. I don't know. I haven't worked for a long time now. Yeah. So business is endless. Duties are endless. Responsibilities are there all the time. But the choice that you can make will make a difference to yourself. Dear Venerable Jotika, may I ask again, what is your personal purpose in life? What do you aim to achieve? Very cheap. What is your personal purpose in life? Yeah, stay happy. What do you aim to achieve? Nothing. When you meditate, you don't meditate to get things like ajancha. You meditate to let go. You don't meditate to go and brag to your people. I did 1 hour today. I did an all-night sit the other day, Didn't even fall asleep. No, it's not that. You meditate to fade away. The word fade away. You start to disappear from the world. You don't want any more ego to be lingering around. Your sense of self becomes smaller and smaller. This is where the Buddhist path is leading you. Because as you do that, your suffering also lessen and lessen and lessen. Everything is gradual. It doesn't happen overnight. So the whatever effort you put in, it will come, the result will unfold gradually. Be patient, but don't stop practicing. And that also applies for me. That's my purpose in life. I'm very grateful to be able to become a nun. Thank you. This is my 11 and a half years already at the monastery. And I don't think I've spent, this is probably the one place that I stayed for a longer time. I don't leave the monastery more than 2-3 weeks. The only time I left a bit longer because of COVID and because I could have to delay my flight to go back. But this trip, like 10 days, 2 weeks, I gravitate back to monastery, attached to the monastery. I like the life of seclusion. That's my personal choice. I don't, like trying to convert you to become a nun or something, but yeah, that's something that I have found some love and passion in it. Last question. Dear Venerable, very long, be patient. A few months ago, I woke up in the morning feeling very well rested after 7 hours of good sleep. Instead of getting up right away, I decided to do lying down meditation. The body settled very quickly. After a while, there's practically no sensations. Then the breath became very apparent. After a while, that became very faint until almost non-existent. The mind became very settled. At one moment, it became somewhat thought-free. Wow. followed by a sense of emptiness, sense of no one there. What should I make of this experience? It's a good experience. It's an experience resulting in a good sleep because you have a well-rested body. Well-rested body normally means that the higher chance that your mind can settle down. So the last couple of days, I've already guided you through how to settle the body in the morning. If you can remember that, you don't have to fall asleep, but you can settle the body. Once the body is all settled, then the mind have a chance to settle down. The thoughts just drop by itself. If your body is not settled, there's always thinking about, let's try to adjust this way, put the leg here. There's always a very busy thoughts. But if your body is nice and happy, it kind of disappears by itself. If you're watching something that you like in a movie, you don't even think about your body anymore because you're watching the movie or football or whatever, or badminton, you know. Who cares about how your posture? You can sit a couple hours on that. So, but because there's movies and TVs, there's a lot of stimulus. So it drags you into the attention there. You forget the body. Meditation is a bit boring and so automatically you don't tune yourself into nice silent. But here we trick the body. Okay, you quiet down. There's a chance that your mind can be peaceful. When your mind is peaceful, no thoughts. When there's no thoughts, what else is moving? Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. And from there, sometimes the breath becomes so, faint. Because you don't need so much oxygen anymore. You're just in that very steady state of, stillness. So I'm describing to you steps that the deep meditation can develop. So very good. Now that you know what can help you to get there, you can remember the cause. Don't try to, the next time you do this, don't expect the same result because that's always going to mess up. Where is it? When is it coming? When is it coming? So put in the cause. If you ever got a deep meditation, a good meditation, remember how you got there and put the cause. If you have cooked a good dish before, you always remember how you did it and what ingredients. Same thing. Okay? Don't expect the result because your craving comes up. When your craving comes out, it messes everything. Oh, when is it going to happen? Come on, they're only 5 minutes. Why 10 minutes still haven't nothing happened yet? So it messes up everything. But if you give, okay, what was the cause? How did I do it? All right, okay, just let go. Okay, that's just, whatever happens, happens. Once, I from experience, and many people said, once you have a deep meditation, it takes a long time to get back again. Because automatically we want it, we want, oh, that was so good, I want to have it again. Yeah, it just takes a while to recondition the mind. Okay, drop the result, just put in the cause, unconditional. So well done on this. So if you can, repeat and remember the cause, and we share this with everybody. Excellent. 2 minutes before ending. So this is day 2 of the weekend retreat. Hope we have satisfied customers. If don't have, too bad. So we will conclude by paying respect to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Unless there's any burning question, 1 minute left. Or we can park it for tomorrow. Because I think the sky is coming down and people are wanting to go home. Okay, let's just pay respect to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. The Arahant, okay? Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantam Abhivade Swakato Bhagavata Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Sanghang Namami. Okay, safe travel, everyone.
Brothers and sisters, just a quick reminder, yeah. Tomorrow I've sent you all the slight revised division for the program. So we will have the normal program. We will break for lunch, Dana lunch 11:30. Then please come back here at 1 p.m. for us to settle down. Brother Bobby will take a good photograph at 1:15 or so. So don't dilly-dally. Come up at 1 o'clock. We'll do some adjustments of positioning. Pang Leng Leng, but you know lah, the usual. We will arrange all of you, and we're suggesting that everybody wear white tomorrow, because trust me,